Hello, hello, Josie here. Are you ready for the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? And are you sure? Okay, here we go. I am feeling so much better. So much better. And one of the main reasons why I'm feeling so much better is because I've put my total faith and trust in God, especially during this time, during this season. With so many individuals attacking me left and right, with so many distractions going on in this world, with so much anger and resentment and frustration that people are dealing with and taking out on other people, with all of the loss as far as employment for a lot of people is going on right now, loss of loved ones, family members, and this is whether it's being taken out through death and or purposely removing these people from their lives because they realize that they're toxic individuals. Friends that you have in your life that you are, either concerned for, as well as maybe you need to distance yourself from some of these people that you call friends because you realize that they're not a friend. When you're dealing with all this stuff, right? It is really, it really takes a toll on your body. It takes a toll on your body. It takes a toll on your mind. Your energy is affected. And I'm speaking from experience, having my energy affected by other individuals purposely, being attacked purposely, losing my career because of other people and their toxicity, dealing with hate and or resentment and regret from my own family members because I distanced myself from them because I realized that they were toxic and they were trying to take me out and negatively affect my life and have been doing so for years. So for me, dealing with all of this, the loss of my spouse, my partner, all these things that have happened over the last 3 years, I've been going through all this, and some of the stuff I was had going on prior to, but having all this going on, being okay, I tell you, a lot of people would not be okay. They would not be okay right now. They'd be going through it and stressing out and angry and settling in their addictions, settling in things that are going to hurt them and affect them even more. And I chose not to do that, even though people out there expected and or wanted me to. So I'm thankful and I'm grateful that God has kept me. Now, part of me is wanting to say, I feel like on this channel, I share a lot about what I have been through, and it bothers me. The reason why it bothers me is because I am not one to share what I'm going through or what I have been through. It is God that has called me to share my experiences with other people out there in the world so that they know you're not the only one. And if I can get through it, if I can keep the faith and trust God and believe that God has taken care of all of my worries, all of my fears, then you can do the same. It's whether you choose to or not. I have to move forward, and at every stage in my life where I've had some kind of upheaval or some setback or frustration or a fear that I've had to conquer, I've always had the attitude of this too shall pass, and I've got to go through it to get to it. And the get to it is the goal as well as what God has for me to do in this world. So me being on this channel, me starting this channel, me speaking on these topics and expressing these things and sharing these things with you, it's me going through it. Because I tell you what, if I had my way, I would not be sharing this with anybody. Because people like to take your failure or your upset or your sadness or your trauma, and they like to turn it on you. And some of them like to exact the same trauma and experiences that you already dealt with. They want to try to take you through that same crap again to see if you really can get through it. I don't like playing those games. And those people, God has promised me, God has promised me anything sent towards me that I've already been through, I'll be able to get through it. And it will automatically be sent back to the person that sent it. Because obviously they have not been through something like that, and they need to experience it so they'll never wish that on anybody ever again. So I have the protection of God sharing these things with people out here in the world so that they're not even, I only have to worry about them throwing it back in my face. Because I tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I have nothing to be ashamed of. I have nothing to be afraid of. I have no reason to be in fear of anything or anybody, because God has my back. God has been for me. So anybody that has dared come against me, they have to deal with him. Because he obviously has me here for a purpose, or else the attacks would have worked years ago, and I wouldn't have been here. I would not be here now. So that's how I can turn on this camera and say and speak and tell and share my story with people out there as a testimony, as a witness to how God can take care of you no matter what you're going through, no matter what you're dealing with. And I've been through and I've dealt with a lot. And that's not me complaining. I'm thankful that I was able to get through and deal with what I had to go through and what I had to deal with in life, even though the things I had to go through and deal with, a lot of them were set up by other individuals as a means to attack me and to set me back and or throw me off my course so that I could not be here today. And that's a damn shame. But there are people out there that have those wishes and those hopes on other individuals, and they're evil. And God is going to repay them in full, and God is going to give us double for our trouble. And I'm thankful all the way around, because it could have been so much different, so much worse. And I know that the enemy wanted the worst to happen and was actually sitting in the background waiting for it to happen with glee. And that's a damn shame. I'm gonna leave it at that. Gotta go.